this piece. It's another hardware restoration hardware piece, and it's called the French Contemporary Double Vanity. So the idea is to start working with this piece right here. I'm started like usually on a generic family template. So right here, open. I'm on the front elevation, and once I'm here, I'm going to create the reference line that I need. So first of all, UN, and change this to millimeters. So we work with to work in millimeters. Okay, here, and then I'm going to create a reference of 300 for back and forth. Pick a line there. So this is also going to be, this we say is 900, right? So let's make this 400. 450, sorry. There, back and forth. Let's go to the front, and I'm going to make this. This is going to be 10 from the floor. There's two ways you can do this. You can put your family right here on the floor, or you can leave the 10. Now you have to have in mind this one. If you offset this 10 100 millimeters, every time you bring this into your project, it will go 100 above the floor. And I think that's what we want right here. This is always going to be this leg. We're gonna make it 100, and they're always going to be 100. This piece always gonna take legs. Okay. So I'm going to offset this 100. So my box started right 100. So then when I compose my pieces, I don't have to bring it and shift it 100. Okay. So I'm gonna try to save some time in here. So right away, I'm going to create a reference plane. You can add an offset to it of 100. I'm gonna pick a line in here, and that's it. And then the height is going to be 700. Pick a line again, and then that. This one actually not needed. You can put a name to it also. This is kind of useful because in the future, if you're working, collaborating with other people, and somebody else needs to work on your families, they are not so lost when you get into the file, right? If you name things properly, you're gonna make it easy on the people that collaborate with you, right? You have to send this file to somebody else. They don't have to start guessing what is what, right? Even to yourself, right? Sometimes happens you develop a family, and then a couple of months pass by, and then you go back to it and you start, oh, what is this? What is this for? What is this? You don't remember what it is, and they start trying to guessing. So as much as possible, try to name things properly, so things go smoothly for you, for yourself, and for the people that collaborate with you. Revit file might contain a lot of information, right? Sometimes it can be a little bit confusing, picking up some other people's files. Okay, so that's everything that I need in terms of the reference frame. Go back in here. I'm going to start creating my parameters. Now, the depth is going to be, it's not going to be a parameter. Okay, click here. This is 600, and I'm going to lock this one because I don't want this to be anything else other than 600. That's that. Let's go to the front and do the same here. This I want it to be, no matter what, 100. And this also I want it to be 700 no matter what. Okay, let's create this parameter right here, the one that is going to control the width. So create, it's 900. Create parameter right here, label, not create parameter. It's a family parameter. It's going to be a type parameter because basically I'm going to have 3 or 4 type of width, right? That's why I'm going to have a 900, maybe 600, maybe 450, maybe 1000. Yeah, so it's going to be a type parameter because they're going to have fixed types. Okay, maybe 3 or 4. Name, I can call width. Going to be a little bit more specifics since this is going to be a composition at the end of the day. Okay, so as I mentioned earlier, it's very important for you to actually test everything, right? So I'm gonna test this parameter and see if it works properly. Okay, we have a problem here. Now the problem we have in here, and this is why you need to test everything, is that this certainly went from 900 to 1500, but it did it in a way, actually it did it anyway, it just went this way, right? It grows in this direction only. Notice that's how it goes out of center. So even though it went to 1500, it didn't go just the way I wanted. So the way I wanted this to happen is for my family to grow in both directions, right? So for that, what I'm going to have to do is I'm going to add something new here. I'm going to have to add what we call a constraint. Okay, so the constraint is going to be this. Equal and equal. So my parameter is going to be constraint. Let's go here, 900, hit apply, go back to the center. Okay, right. So what we're going to do now is I will add constraints to the parameters. Now one thing you have to remember, this is very important, you cannot add first a constraint and then the parameters, because it won't work. Okay, the way this thing works is that you first create a parameter and then constrain the parameter. The order is critical here, otherwise believe me, it's not going to work. So let's add a constraint. It's quite simple. You make this dimension and then make it equal. So now this box width is constrained right here to be equal in both sides. No matter what happened to this dimension, it will grow equally to both sides. Okay, but you don't have to believe me. Let's try it. Cannot stress enough, it's important to test every single thing. So apply, and just as we anticipated, it went both ways. Right now it's the width is 1500 and it's 750 and 750 each side. So we're ready to continue. Cannot stress again enough the importance of test everything you do. Okay, so I think we don't need anything else for this box. Now we can proceed with the geometry. So let's go for it. I'm gonna start from the top. I'm gonna start from the front. Trying to see how the best way to do this. I think I'm gonna use yes, I'm going yes, I'm gonna need some more reference frames. Okay, so let's talk about the width of this thing. Let's make this 2 centimeters, right? 20. So let me go here, and I'm going to go create more references, and I'm gonna make this 20. Pick a line, I'm gonna pick this, and I'm gonna pick this, and I'm gonna pick the back also. I'm gonna pick the front. Yeah, so offset there is in 20, so it's some. Now for this I need parameters. I don't really need parameters because this distance is gonna always be 20 no matter what happened to my box. I want this to be 20, so I don't need to be a parameter. I don't need to be something that I can change. So it's gonna be enough to create a dimension here and lock the dimension. You can move it outside. If you pick it from here, there's a little point here, and you can move it outside. So now this dimension is locked, meaning that's not going to go anywhere. Pick there, lock this thing, and I'll take this outside. Okay. So I'm going to do the same thing here. Give it a 20. Make sure it is locked, and move it outside. So I need one more here, right? Isn't it? 20. So you can check always that your dimension is locked. Okay, one thing I want to do now is maybe test this one. Go to 1500 again and see if this parallel lines goes along. Let's see. It hit apply, and yeah, so you can see they go along and they keep the distance of 20. So that's nice. Okay, I know this is tedious, maybe a little bit time consuming, but the best way to ensure yourself you're only gonna do this one time. Test every single thing you do. You take a step, you test it, and if it works, you continue developing your piece. So I guess we are now ready to start working with the geometry. I think I'm gonna start with a big box right here. You need 2 holes in here, so I try to see what is the best way to do this one, because I need this back not to be okay. So yes, I'm gonna have to create 2 voids for this. Okay, I'm going to do a box and then a void from the top and a void from the front. Okay, so I think that's a bit safer way to do this. So let's do it. So here, create an extrusion. Yeah, I want extrusion. We're gonna do a box. Make sure this is locking here, and locking here. So let's go to the front view and see what we did. Okay, take this in here, lock, and take this to the top, and lock this. Okay. Yeah, not very exciting. On the front, I'm also gonna need the offset of 20. Now that I realize it, to create the actual hole in here. So we have this margin, and then I need one from the top and one from the bottom. So create. Let's say 20 from the box. From the bottom, we can go a little bit. Let's make it 20. Let's try 20 all around. 20. Let me see. No, it's the same thing. Let's make it 20 all the way around. Okay. Just for the sake of the conversation. So 20, 20. Right. So I'm gonna log these dimensions because again, this is gonna be all for me 20 no matter what. That's that. So this. So now I'm ready to create my void. First I'm going to create a void on the front. Create a void as a void extrusion. It's a rectangle. Let's put here. And I'm going to lock everything around it. Put this lock. And then go into the top view. And going to align. Here. Lock. And here. And I want this thing. Save. And the way I'm gonna save this is as a box, right? This is my folder. This is a Revit working. I'll call this box. Save it. So now save. Let's see what we got so far. Okay. So no hole so far. Let's see what's happened. Let's go to the top view. Remove constraint. Okay, what's happened is this is my box, and I just create my void within my box. So that's why you don't see the hole. So what I need to do is I need to move this side of the void and align it to the front of the cabinet. If I try to do so, Revit is telling me that I cannot do that because this is constrained. That was the point, the whole point of constraining this. And it gave me the option to remove the constraint. Yeah, that's what I wanted to do, remove the constraint. And now I'm going to constrain again. So we're an align option right here. And if you go here, now we have our open cabinet. Escape always to go out from your. So we have the box. Now we have to work on the top. Let's go to the top view and do pretty much the same. But this time, yes. Again, a void, extrusion void, a rectangle. Make sure it's look here, 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 and here. Okay. So you can apply the changes, go to the front, and take the void to the top. Align there, and then I can take this under this side and align there.